Hello and welcome back to the Anglia Plane Modeller YouTube channel. This video will be doing a product review on the new A.MIG missing link weathering set, which in this case is the aircraft set, so that's usually what I like to build. And I'm going to be doing a review on it and then a little demonstration on how I think it should be used and show you the results. So first off, once you unbox it all, we have a nice little case which contains 12 water-based pens. They say that it's in the middle between a brush and a marker pen, but it's more of a kind of transparent weathering tool as opposed to like a colouring device. So these are the colours you get in the box. So faded yellow, you get a light green, marine blue, and then you get a light blue, dirt, black, rust colour, khaki green, ochre, like a yellowy orange, blue grey, a medium grey, and then a red brown. And then that on the end there is what you put water in, the same end as the pens, which you use to blend and correct, because all of these pens are water based and water soluble. So I think that's the idea behind it, is whereas with oils, which is what I generally use for weathering, sometimes it can be difficult to blend or correct if you go too much overboard, whereas these ones are designed to be pretty quick to use and also quite forgiving if you need to make any adjustments. So this is what the ends look like. So it does just look like a normal marker pen, goes down to quite a fine point, and you can either use it like that where it's really thin strokes, or if you press a bit harder then you get longer brush strokes. Okay, so once you've had a look at which colours are in the set, we can then open up the clear plastic pen there and just fill it up with water with a little pipette. And then the idea with this is that you can just obviously hold it like a normal pen, so you can be quite accurate with it, but you just squeeze the plastic there, and then that will dictate how much water comes out. So obviously you don't want to squeeze it too hard, because then loads of water will come out and it will just undo all the weathering that you've done before. It's pretty straightforward. I've prepared a little test piece for us to have a little go on. So I primed it as usual with Mr. Servicer Black, and then I've used RAF Dark Green, and then I've used RAF Dark Earth for the brown, which is what I usually use. So I thought it'd be a good thing to practice on. So it has already got some panel kind of shading come through from the black primer, but those two panels there are the ones I'm going to compare it. So I'm just going to weather the one on the left, and then we can then compare it to the one on the right. So first off, I'm going to go for a khaki green colour, and I'm just going to kind of stipple it onto the green section of the camo there on that panel. Now these dry pretty quickly. Obviously they're water based. I have this is being applied over a matte Mr. Hobby matte varnish as well. So I find that when you try and do lots of weathering over gloss, it tends to kind of clump together a little bit or pull together. And also when you're trying to blend things in, it wipes a lot of it away. So I prefer doing it over satin or over matte. So this one is over matte. So just have a go with the pen, and I'm just filling in the kind of centre to outer part of the green section, so because I want to add a bit more depth to the camo green on there. So let it dry for a couple of minutes and then go in with the pen, and this is literally just blending all of the colour together, all of the khaki on, and then it's creating a more transparent effect so that you can see the original camo colour underneath, and then you'll be able to see the kind of shading on top of it. So you can go in there with that pen. The only issue with that pen is it's quite large, so you can't get too much into it. It's like kind of all or nothing, and if the water comes out a little bit too much, then it tends to wash everything away a bit too quickly. So I'll just go in there with this little brush which I've just dipped in the water, and then I can gradually blend that into the outer edges, and it stops the kind of colour from pooling anywhere. But the longer this dries, so as this dries out, the more apparent the colour is. So as it goes on straight away, it kind of, you think, oh, is it actually going to do anything? But then as it dries, it starts to go a little darker, but it's still, the point is it's still transparent. So it is quite a nice effect that it gives. It is a very similar effect to just using oils, to be honest, but it is certainly cleaner, it's easier to clean up, and also, as I said before, it's a lot more forgiving. So once I've gone in there and blended it in with the water, I then go in there with a old makeup brush, which is dry, completely dry, and then as I'm brushing across and in different directions, it's kind of drying out the watercolour as well. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that effect now. You see it's just giving it a bit of a darker tone, but then there are also shades of the original camo in there as well, so I quite like the look of that. So then we're going on to the brown, so I'm going to use red brown for this one, and I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. So just go in there, starting from not right on the edge, but starting from nearer the outer bit, follow the line of the camo, and then stipple it on until I'm happy with that it's got a good build up of the colour. And then this time around I'm just going straight in there with the damp little paintbrush in there, just because it's a slightly smaller area, and I control it a little bit better as well. So I'll just add that I'm not an expert in weathering by any stretch. I'm still quite new to the hobby, and with each build I'm kind of experimenting a little bit more with different techniques. So I've just started to look at chipping and kind of scratching effects, and I'm sure there are loads of people that will use these to much better effect, and also not just on camo, and they do sets for vehicles as well, so you can do I'm sure you can do loads more than what I'm doing with it, but this is the use that I'll probably use these for, so I thought I'd give my opinion on them. So same as the green, once you're happy with it, I've kind of blended it in a bit. I didn't like how this one came out. It was a bit more of a block, and it needed more blending, which again is why I've then gone back in there with the water pen, because last time I went straight in with the brush. But I definitely find that to get a properly blended effect, you need to use a bit more water to kind of reactivate the colour. So just going in there with the pen and then back again with the brush, just do the process again. And then the second time round, see there where the red meets the green, it's a lot more subtle now once you've gone over with that. So I'd definitely recommend these for anybody that's starting out playing with some different colour variations, to add a little bit of depth to the colour, because it's a very easy way of doing it. And oils sometimes can be a bit daunting, because if you go too much, it's very difficult to correct it, especially if it's over like a matte or even a satin. You can obviously go in with some thinners or to kind of weather back. But yeah, so that's the differences between the two panels. I like that, especially in different lights and stuff. You can see it well. So I was happy with that. And then the final thing I just want to demonstrate on this video is using the black pen, but again you can use whatever colour you want, just to pick out some panels. So there's various products that can do picking out panels and rivets and things like panel liners and again oil washes, things like that. But again, this is quite an easy, quick way of doing it. So all I've done here is just draw around the lines, panel lines, just to make them a bit bolder. And then once I've gone around it, and you can be quite accurate with this because the tip goes to obviously a very fine point. I wouldn't usually do the panels this bold, and you'll see after I've toned it back a bit with the water, the effect that you get. It's more just about creating a bit more of a shadow. But again, this is just for demonstration purposes. This is quite more than I would normally do. So I've just drawn the outline there, and then I'm going in again with the damp brush to straighten it up a bit and make sure that the black isn't on the panels. It's just in the kind of recessed bit and a little bit over, just to create like a shadow effect. But this kind of technique is more just to demonstrate how you can go back and correct anything. So you can see in this part, it shows I've gone a little bit too heavy there, but just with a bit of water and going back over it, it completely reverses the black that went onto that panel there. So again, it's much heavier than I would normally go, but yeah, but that's it. So there you can see on the left panel, bit of depth, bit of tonal differences, and then the outline shading, versus the right hand side that has nothing, which just has the plain camo, and then obviously you can put loads of different effects over the top of this. So overall, I would recommend this product. I think it's really a great way of kicking off weathering without having to worry too much about messing up. Thank you very much for watching this product review. If you want to see more, then hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I will try and create some more content for you. Thank you.